Hey, should we line up our audio and video with a clap?
Yeah, ready? Just looking. Love that.
Should we introduce the theme song?
Oh, yeah. How do we do that normally?
I normally it just happens,
It's been
but I
so
feel like
long.
people are watching us, and so we should tell them it's coming.
Once I made a song. Listen to it.
Right now.
Wake up with us. We're the Silver Boys Brunch Squad. We're going to brunch together.
We're
not
gonna listen to
I-
the world.
This is my song. Okay. Put myself out there.
Silver Boys Brunch Squad. Who would ever want to listen to this?
Cool, and now it'll be playing, and this will be not in.
Why not?
Because I'm talking about the song playing.
But you can just cut it.
Yep, but I ruined it. Welcome back, you guys. Episode number 19 of the Silver Boys Brunch Squad. Like we never left.
We left.
We left for a while. November 22nd.
I like that we really tried hard through quarantine to like put stuff out. And then as things got easy, we were like, nah.
Literally, we had
We
more
recorded
time.
like out in the nature, 6 feet away from each other.
Yeah. It was really fun, actually. I really liked those like random outdoor
I'd
recordings
super
we
be
did.
down to do again.
100%. And we can bring the camera with us this time.
Sorry. That smelled like breakfast.
I hope it doesn't reach me, but it probably will, and you'll see me react to it.
I think I'm I think I am going to set the wrong tone this earlier on. Talked about some real controversial stuff and a puke sounding burp.
Yeah. What was controversial?
Papa Joe Biden bombing Syria.
This is America. You're not going to use un-American bombs.
Well, I just wish he didn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
You know?
The Syria comment was controversial. Is
But
what
me
you're saying.
wishing he didn't, that's also
Fixed it.
controversial, though.
You fixed it.
I wish he would have asked me first. How about that?
Yeah.
Is that controversial?
No, you know what might be controversial for some people?
Listening to a burp.
Yeah. Which I'll leave in there, because otherwise that comment makes no sense. But what'll be controversial for some people is that we're not masked up right now, but we're real close.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But the reason is in each other's bubble. We've just been, he's in my bubble, I'm in his bubble.
Yeah.
If this was, a stranger was on the show, yeah, mask up.
Yeah, we committed at one point. We said,
Yeah.
this is real dumb.
Yeah, we don't see that many people. We don't really leave the house a lot.
No.
So we're like, let's join bubbles.
Also, let's just get this out of the way because I have this feeling in my heart.
Is it an apple?
This is not controversial, but people feel controversial. It was an apple earlier. I ate an apple. And I don't know if you guys have this, if this is a getting older thing. It just felt like it wasn't all the way down yet.
Right.
And I was putting some pressure on esophagus. No, that's breath.
Sternomophagus. 'Cause
Is
right
esophagus
behind
food?
Esophagus is not food, no.
That's just air.
Esophagus is like a muscle. It's like your throat muscles.
Oh, so yeah. It's
your
putting
esophagus.
It's putting pressure on my
Yeah.
esophagus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you were right.
Yeah.
Would be food to like a lion or a bear.
No. Here's how you remember this. No esophagus. Get in the sarcophagus.
Exactly. Easy to remember now. Limericks are so useful. Yeah, but we figured out why you had the apple troubles. Is because you didn't chew
I
it.
didn't chew
You
it.
swallowed the apple whole.
It's, an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Yep.
They don't say bite the apple 16 times and the doctor will bounce out good night. That's not the rhyme.
No, what they do say, though, is you got to chew it down or you're going to be in the ground.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I forget that one.
Yep.
I forget that one often.
Yeah. Hopefully you do a lot more limericks today.
As far as the masks go,
Are these limericks? Am I way off?
I think a limerick. Does it have to be sing-songy to be a limerick?
Yeah.
I don't think the word you're looking for is limerick.
No.
But it can be a limerick.
Okay.
It's not onomatopoeia, though.
I'm going to call it a limb. I'm going to go halfway in. It's just a limb.
I was going to say, you had a pun there.
I did.
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
But I'm calling it. I'm gonna go out on a limb and call it a limb and go halfway in and throw the other one in the bin.
And that's a limb.
That was probably more of a limerick. So what were you gonna say?
Oh, masks.
Before the apple. Oh yeah. You said
yeah.
I want to get this off my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it?
Masks suck. They're not normal.
Sure.
They're terrible. They're very awful.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yep.
But also, at the same time, wear them.
Wear them.
That's it.
Yeah.
You can hate them. In fact, you should.
Yeah. Very uncomfortable.
That's it. That's my take.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people are like, but I can't breathe in a mask. And I'm like, well,
yeah, it's less fun.
I have an asthmatic girlfriend who can't breathe without one.
Yeah.
And she's not complaining.
Yeah.
So, figure it out.
Yeah. There's also
okay.
people who can't eat today or tomorrow.
Because they can't get their mask off and you can't get the food in. Because it's the mask fault again.
You guys ever been to a third world country where they can't take their mask off?
Yeah.
They just never learned to shave. What if you grew a mask?
It's called Ireland.
I'm
Just kidding. I love Ireland.
What if you grew a shit around and if you didn't figure it out,
you
died. Your own body was like, you better figure it out or we're killing you.
So like, if you're like skin or like a thick beard.
Oh, skin would be fucking weird.
Were you picturing beard?
I was picturing beard.
So your beard became a mask.
Yeah, it started holding hands with itself around in front of your mouth.
Mm-hmm. Started linking up like Groot. Like when you watch Groot in the first Guardians of the Galaxy
yes.
movie and his limbs are just always like when he makes that ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a cool scene.
That
I
was
just watched
really
that
cool.
again like 2 or 3 days ago.
I miss adult Groot.
Me too.
I want him back, but I just saw an interview with James Gunn, or not an interview, but he always does. He's the best. I love James Gunn. His Instagram's incredible. He always does the questionnaires in his stories, and he answers like 1 billion questions. Like he's obviously very popular. He gets 3,000 questions if he opens up a 2-hour time span, but he literally answers like 100 of them.
Good guy.
It's amazing. And so someone asked her if we're going to see adult Groot in Guardians 3, and he said no. He said that version of Groot can't return. It's not possible. And so
It's not possible?
I would argue it's not plausible, James.
I mean, we literally saw half of all people disappear and come back and be explained. So I think adult Groot could come back.
I think maybe. Wait, what happened to Groot in Infinity War? Was he dusted? Or was he a survivor?
In Infinity War, he was dusted.
He was dusted?
And then he came back.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because Rocket wasn't dusted, right? And he was like reaching out for Groot.
Right.
It was a bit sad.
Remember he said, who wrote it? James Gunn tweeted, spoiler, and then like ...
Oh.
in quotes,
What he said.
dad.
Yeah, what he said was
and
dad.
people were like,
Heart. It's the perfect amount. You didn't take it too far, which is great. Those people, they felt hurt. They felt pain, and they thought to themselves, what are you going to do next? Introduce an adorable baby Star Wars character and then take him away from his dad, too? And Disney was like, yes. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, we're doing that.
I'm still waiting for our wager to pay off.
Which one? Which wager?
Be quiet, there's rain.
I heard that. They're not going to hear it, though.
And cars?
Yeah, they won't. It happens all the time in podcasts where people are like,
I know.
"Oh, so sorry, they're taking
Like,
they're
take a break
doing
for,
the trash
Take
today.
a break for the plane."
And it's like I can't hear that, man. It's like barely.
I'm sorry.
That's the bonus of the video. Now people know about that.
That I itched my gooch?
Yeah.
Now if they're
What were you gonna say though about? Just quick. How quickly you undid that decision?
pretty quick.
Yeah. What were you about to say though before you were distracted by the wind? It was to do with
Oh, our wager.
Our wager.
So we were talking about, we made a bet on one of the
Oh, that's
podcasts. It was like a
right. I remember
$20
the
bet.
wager.
Who was going to be the
Yeah.
next cutest creation?
Right.
And you bet Baby Navi.
I did. I put my money on like a baby avatar, like Navi character. Like, yeah.
I don't remember what I bet.
You don't remember what you said?
But I do remember saying that Clifford the Big Red Dog better be a fucking movie.
And it is.
And now it is.
It is, yeah. It fully is.
Right?
With a trailer and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've called that.
That's crazy.
It had been enough time.
We're putting these out quickly, quarterly. We were on a quarterly schedule before, but now we're going to ramp it up
Yeah.
to faster than that.
Bi-monthly?
Yeah. Are we about promises, though?
No. Not to myself.
Not to my niece self either.
Not to my niece.
Yeah. Not to my niece. Sorry, Mace.
Actually, if anything,
Yeah, that's like
she
the
gets
one
your
person
promises.
I would make promises to.
Mom, sorry.
She's been asking me to drive safe my whole life, and I refuse to
Yeah.
promise that I will.
I just like putting my seatbelt on 10 minutes later. Not right when I start driving, but just a little later.
Just a little later, just so I feel like I'm really in control. I'm the boss of me.
I feel like if I do that, then I know the chances of death are higher, and me surviving means I'm just going to live longer.
You're extending your life every time you do that. It's like when you buy a 12-pack of boxes of mac and cheese from Costco, you're paying 50 cents per dinner. Dinner normally costs $20, give or take $20, $30.
Yeah, especially
So
if you
I
grew
go
up-
out, I save $250 to $360. I can use that money to buy shoes, Betty. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It's the same.
With we're just talking math now.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just skipped over 3 different topics.
I liked it. Yeah, so it's been a minute. I mean, we did just put out the episode. So we recorded an episode in November.
Oh yeah, let's catch him up.
Yeah, we'll catch you
What's up? Hi, I'm Jay. I don't know how I'm going to get used to looking at the camera.
I'm Brian.
I know the big thing, though, is to absolutely stop talking about it.
To don't talk about the camera?
Yeah, why do that?
I wouldn't.
Stop.
Any minute.
We're good.
So we recorded an episode in November, and I put it out as of this recording to yesterday.
So when you hear this, potentially 6 months ago.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah. I think people are sick. What the thing is people are sick of hearing about current events. What you go on YouTube, what's everyone talking about? The same things. You listen to any of the talk show people do their intros.
It's a little
They're all
triggering.
talking about the same thing. Current events are boring.
Sympathy fatigue.
Yeah, exactly. So we wait
Yeah.
till we've all forgot about it.
Yeah.
So the episode we put out yesterday, or as you're watching this about a week ago,
Yeah.
that episode is about the fresh results of the election, for example.
Oh, yeah.
COVID fatigue was changing still.
Hot takes.
Yeah. Thanksgiving
takes.
right around the corner. So
Hot takes.
that's the strategy.
It's like a little time machine.
Yeah. We're going to try the other strategy, though, where we keep up.
Yeah, because
See
we want
if it's enjoyable.
we want more than 6 people to care about this.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
7 people?
Ugh.
Ooh.
Wow.
Couldn't even fit them all in this room.
You know, it'd be crazy.
Whew.
Telling people we're doing this. Yeah.
We learned a lot about social media in the meantime.
Yeah.
You had a crazy January. Let's talk about your January. Holy cow.
Buckle up. I posted. And that's something.
What?
Just posting.
I posted. He did. He posted every single day in January.
I think I looked at 2019, 2020, and I posted, I think, roughly 13, 14 per year.
Yeah.
I could look it up, but
Yeah.
that doesn't really matter. And then I went and posted every single day in January. So 31 posts. I think technically 32.
Amazing.
I worked my ass off, dude.
You did.
Like
Every single day.
6 hours a day I spent making a song and then turning that song into whatever it sounded like to be a video.
Yep.
There were days where I tried less, and there were days where I definitely put in more.
Yeah. I was actually there. I think I was there for maybe not the valley, but close, and maybe not the peak, but close. So I was there for the extremes. I
was
wasn't
the valley you
involved
were
in the
there for?
middle. my song. So I gave him a day off, basically.
No, that was even.
You think that was
More.
a good one?
Yeah, like the visualizer days.
Yeah.
Where I just downloaded an
Oh,
app.
that's true.
And,
That's
and
quicker.
laying naked, drunk in my bed, just scrolling through visualizers for $3.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to shoot a video.
Sure.
Yeah.
Visualizers are great. You guys might see one sometime. I don't know.
Okay, speaking of which, we'll get back to my month because I like talking about myself.
Yeah,
But
yeah. That's
we're-
something I like about
We're on
you.
visualizers. I actually tried super hard to find an emulator or the same software that does the Microsoft Xbox old school visualizer that used to either throw up on your PC or on your Xbox because it was the best shit ever.
Yeah.
They're like super classic. You know what? Like if you see it, you'll know. Like
Yeah.
that was on the Xbox in 2007.
If I remember, I'll add it in. I'll overlay it over the video.
it's so good.
That would have been amazing.
They're very specific. Like whatever colors they were using, it was the best. And then for some reason, everybody everywhere just stopped using visualizers.
It's true.
Like trap.
I think it's because video got so easy so quick.
true. And
Yeah.
like graphics and editing graphics is easier, and you can just throw like visualizer effects around graphics, like Trap Nation, Chill Nation.
Right.
They all do that where it's like the visualizer around the logo.
Right.
And that's cool enough. That's all
Sure.
you really need.
Right.
But how dope is it to just pull up your big ass monitor and just watch those with
Pretty cool.
it feels good, man.
Yeah.
I used to like clean my room, get high, and then
just
like,
stare at
just
it.
watch like a Ludacris album on a fucking visualizer. Sticky yicky yicky. Ooh ooh.
My brain went straight to Act a Fool.
What's that?
It's from
Sing that
Too
one.
Fast, Too Furious, where he's
Too
like,
fast.
too furious. I'm too fast for y'all, man.
Yup.
And then he's like, what does he say? Just got a new pair and they scuffed your shoes. Tell them what you gonna do. Act a fool. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I
used to
think
love
before
Ludacris,
that,
dude.
that album, that Too Fast, Too Furious album, was one of the last CDs I purchased. And I got it at Best Buy. Love that album. I heard it a million times. I don't know if that means I love it or if I've heard it a lot. Sometimes that's a gray area. But it's in there and I don't want it out. So that's good. But I love the intro, like the little, one thing I miss about albums is the little 5-10 second
Skits.
interlude skits that happen. Because those are gone now, essentially. Maybe they're still in albums, but I don't really listen to albums all the way
Yeah,
through anymore. Though,
they're on
so.
albums.
So that's on me. But what's great is those come up in my musical whiplash. So like when I'm in my car, and we have had a great discussion about this before with
Yeah.
your...
The skits come in as well.
Yeah. So like I'll be in my car and it'll be like one random song and another random song. Like I just put all my songs on shuffle, right? And just the other day, Ludacris goes, "We go live in 5. Time for ignition and straight automobile pimping." And then a Hamilton song played immediately after that. And I was like, that's fucking great. It was really funny.
That's amazing.
It was a good moment.
I love that.
Yeah. But
Straight automobile pimping.
yeah. And then it was just like very not. It was pre-automobiles, a song about the world before cars.
Yeah.
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 It's good.
I love that.
It was a great minute.
Yeah. Speaking of skits and albums and stuff, that is something that I have always wanted to incorporate. If I ever, I'm sorry, I gotta stop saying that. When I make a fucking album,
Yeah.
which I will,
Right.
I
Is
interludes.
it going to be just to be listened to during fucking or?
Oh, I'm gonna make a sex song.
Yeah. So when you do it though, you're going to have interludes?
Yeah.
I like it.
Like interludes, outros, like little bits that go from one song to another, but they take like 2 minutes to change and evaporate and conglomerates and
Yeah.
globulate.
Calcify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stickerize and finkerdong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Filibuster.
Or what was I saying his name was earlier?
Yeah. Filimer.
Kefkaforn or something?
No, it was Kef Keffler. or
Kef
something.
Keffler.
Yeah. It wasn't his name, turns out. What was his name?
If anybody out there is pregnant and they name their kid Kef Keffler, promise on everything
Yeah.
I'll pay his child support.
His child support. I thought you were gonna say college, or like we'll sponsor him officially, or like we'll give you a shout out on the
It's a
show.
big gamble.
It is a big gamble.
That
No,
kid's
it's
gonna
not.
be here soon.
That kid's gonna
Okay,
be
okay.
here
How about
soon.
this? How about this? Longer gamble. No child support at all. But
Yeah.
as soon as they're 18, trade school. All right.
Yeah, or college, whatever they want
I
to
don't
do.
believe in 4-year college. Chill.
But if that's what they want,
then don't. All right. If they want to be,
no, we'll provide them.
if they're
with
gonna
the-
go to
whatever the next step is.
ASU for a sociology degree, I'm gonna be like, yeah, have fun partying. I'll buy your drugs, not your fucking books.
Right. I'm not an idiot.
I'm not an idiot.
I know you won't use the books, and you're
Don't
gonna
care if you
use
die
the
because you're
drugs.
not actually my kid. Can't get sued for it.
No, maybe.
I'll buy your kids drugs. All right.
Yeah. If
I'll
you
buy-
name your kid Kev Keffler,
I'll
Jay
buy
will
Kev
the drugs.
Keffler's drugs.
I feel like Kev Keffler won't need anyone to buy his drugs. Doesn't it sound like a
Kev
rich kid?
Keffler's is a drug dealer's name.
That sounds like a rich 80s villain kid to me.
Oh shit! It's Kev again.
Yeah, like his name's
What up,
ridiculous,
punks?
but he thinks it's awesome.
Snot-nosed pussies.
Snot-nosed pussy.
You guys going to the party tonight? Oh wait, weren't invited. You twerp. Shut up, Kev. You twerps.
Whatever, Kev. You know we don't even want to go to your stupid party.
Yeah, skits would be fun. I think I'd be very good at it.
Yeah.
I just know I would
You
be.
say in the middle of a skit. Skits would be fun sometimes.
see what I did in there?
Yeah.
But yeah, January, we're getting back to it. Super fun, super blast off.
Yeah.
Pocahontas.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I've ever made that much stuff. Ever.
Total. So your January produced more music than your previous life combined.
I mean, like real music, like
Yeah.
like finished concepts.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I've made beats and loops and stuff that I like.
Right.
But as far as like making a month worth of stuff that I'm proud to put out daily,
Yeah.
it's only 60 seconds.
Right.
Like there's you could obviously do more with that.
For sure.
And I have at least 100 unfinished songs in my computer
Yeah.
on top of.
Did you use a lot of those? Because you've showed me those before January. Did you end up using a lot of those for January or no?
Not. I mean, I used a handful,
Uh-huh.
but my
Yeah.
brain was like,
Your Apple?
it was like, yeah, it was like, that's cheating. So
Oh,
I was
really?
like, well, I got to change it, or at least like fuck with it. I can't just be like, this is the one.
This guy's honorable.
I think there was a couple where I was just like, I have nothing today. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm dry. And so I would just
Yeah.
pull that out. But it would be really cool if I had it in me to just organically create from new every single day.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you, it's hard, dude.
Seems really difficult.
Also, for some reason, it was the only job I had in the last 9 months was driving
Yeah.
for the whole month of January.
Yep.
About 40 hours a week.
I didn't see him that much in January because it was like
No one did.
he was driving all day, and then he had to use his whole evening to do his post, and he would post right around midnight every time, and then promise to post earlier the next day, and then post around midnight again.
Yeah.
And then but I was like, even when you were like, hopefully the next one goes up earlier, blah blah blah, I was like, how? Like, how's that even gonna happen?
Yeah, because I would drive from roughly 8 in the morning till sunset, which is like 4:30, and then I'd get home, eat, start making music, hopefully
Yeah.
make something in about 2 hours,
Hopefully.
so 6:30,
Yeah.
and then try within that 2 hours after that to post.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I wouldn't post until 10:30, 11.
What do you think your shortest one was if you include all the time to make the song, edit the video, and post it? What do you think the smallest amount of time, your laziest day, was there one where you pulled that off in an hour? Or was there or were they all like at least a couple, 2-3 hours minimum?
Can I cheat? Can I look?
Yeah,
There's
you
30
can.
of them.
Yeah, you can scroll through and look. But I will say this about him. There's at least one song on there that I've been bugging him about, not just me, but that I want to see turned into a full-blown like normal length song with more verses.
What one?
The
Robot raps?
The robot raps.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It is great.
Yeah, the beat you gave Taylor was just amazing and perfect, and then the flow that he put over the top of it was just amazing as well.
He's great.
It was so good. Yeah, it's called Robot Raps. But I guess there's so much work.
Oh, I know exactly what one didn't.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, which one?
It's this one. Do you remember this? Remember how it ends?
No.
First of all, already a song.
Yep.
Journey.
Is your volume up all the way? There you go.
And then so yeah.
And he called it says day 23. This is technically music.
Yeah. So yeah, that one.
So what's the grand total on that one though?
Time?
Yeah, you still had to edit a little.
Yeah, maybe 15 minutes.
Okay.
That's my valley. That's my valley.
I'm glad I'm not the valley.
I would say the next one that was an actual song that I put effort into is this Old Fashioned Drink one.
Oh, okay.
Because that one I do remember sitting down and making that beat and just being like, this is weird. I have no idea what this could be.
Yeah.
And I was like, why don't I just make an
old fashioned?
old fashioned?
There
Tell
you go.
people how to make it.
Former bartender.
I didn't even tell it correctly in the lyrics.
Yeah.
So I just was like, well, fuck it. And then went and made the old fashioned. It didn't take that long to film because it was all like one take.
Right.
And then I did like a little sweep and shot. But that was probably the easiest one that I...
What do you think the total hours were on that one?
2.
2 hours?
Yeah.
I mean, that shows, though, the effort, though. If there was the one exception, and then the actual lowest was 2 hours, or maybe even a little more, then, yeah, all those were 3-4 hour minimum, probably. Barbara Ann took us a whole day.
Yeah,
basically.
On average, I really do think it was 6 hours a day.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Because most songs were 2.5.
Yeah.
And then I'd spend that much time shooting and editing.
Yeah.
The editing takes longer than shooting.
For sure. You know what? It's crazy is and something we briefly touched on earlier is that video has gotten so much easier. We're recording this on my iPhone right now.
And we'll push it out tomorrow.
Nope. Well, according to them,
Tomorrow.
we'll push it out today.
Brian.
It's going out today.
You'll see it
Today.
when you see it.
Yep.
It's March 4th.
We're going to keep doing this bit. So, anyways, the video's gotten super easy. And what I had never done before I saw you do it, and something I didn't know he was doing, I know that Jay likes to edit video. I know this about you. You enjoy it. You're very good at it. You make a fun time out of it.
I do.
You do it for people's birthdays. It's amazing.
It's good.
And I know that it's a thing that he's been doing. What I didn't know is that every single one of these, is it every one or are there exceptions?
There was 2 or 3 in the beginning.
So except for 2 or 3, they were edited on your phone.
on my phone.
With iMovie.
With Splice.
Oh, Splice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
iMovie's trash.
Okay. I feel better now.
If you use
I feel dumb but better.
if you use iMovie and you're like, this is frustrating, you're very
right.
much so not
Yeah.
alone. It's the worst thing you can edit on in 2021 right now.
I was going to say, so
There's like I get advertisements from movie editing apps
Yeah.
in Instagram, and I've tried a couple of them out, and they're all better than iMovie.
that makes sense. And those are the ones that you shouldn't even click on.
Yeah, those are the ones that are like,
It'll give you a virus, but the app's better than
exactly.
iMovie. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so what's crazy is I thought you were using iMovie, even though I'm certain you told me Splice at some point. That is familiar. And so I used it for a few videos recently for my promotion. Like I promote my stream when it goes live that day. I'll be like, hey guys, today we're Wallpaper
You used
Wednesday. Whatever.
iMovie?
I used iMovie for these, thinking that's what you were doing. And I Googled how to do stuff, and I was able to always do whatever I needed to.
Yeah.
But holy shit, what a non-intuitive interface
For Apple,
for anyone. Yeah,
It's
especially
also
Apple.
very bare bones. There's not
It
a
is
lot you can do.
so bare bones.
You're like-
but like, for example, if you want to just, it starts you off, if you record a vertical video, it's like, we got you. You are going for a square. Don't worry, we'll make it a square for you.
Yeah.
What?
You're like, well, no.
Why
it's
change the original resolution at all?
9:16. They're like,
It puts a square in the middle of a widescreen.
we
to
don't
be
know what
fair.
you're talking about.
Right. It starts off 16:9, so a vertical video is a square with huge black bars
Yeah.
on the side. You can fix that. You can adjust that. You have to click on like this like settings thing and then click on the picture and then do something. It's the
You know
least intuitive thing.
You know
I've
what you
ever
have to
seen
do
in
on
my
the
life.
computer on iMovie
What?
is you have to edit it sideways,
And then just rotate it.
export it, open up QuickTime,
Right.
turn it, save it like that.
That's what I did to so many of my videos. I would record them, rotate them sideways, edit them in iMovie,
How old
export
is
it,
the
rotate it back. It's so
Do they
stupid.
not care about it anymore?
What's crazy?
It makes me think that Apple's like, yeah, you can have iMovie, but you should really download Final Cut Pro. You should really pay for Final Cut Pro.
For sure. I understand them not putting too much effort into the computer version because Final Cut Pro is an option. It's not an option on my phone, is it? Is there Final Cut Pro mobile? Not to my knowledge.
I don't think so.
Yeah, the phone one should be because Apple's so good at doing things simply and intuitively. It could be great. It could put all other video editing apps out of business overnight.
Yeah,
But it's just horrible.
it's bad.
But now I know about Splice
Dude,
because I
Splice is
listened
the
to the better this time.
Granted, there's a free version, and I pay for a better version.
How much is the better version?
$2 a week, so
There you go.
$8 a month
$8 a month for
to edit
Yeah.
YouTube quality videos.
yeah.
Like my last 3 that I put out last couple days.
Yeah.
They're great, dude.
Yeah.
My cuts are fire.
I really thought he was using iMovie this whole time. I thought
Good at
it
what
was
I do.
A miracle. It's still impressive that you did it all on your phone.
Yeah, imagine for me, oh man, I cannot wait to get Final Cut Pro. Not having to use my finger, which imagine if your mouse on your computer, this is how I excited people. Imagine if your mouse took up 20% of your screen on your monitor and you just had to guess where the center of that arrow was. And that's how you had to use your mouse. That's what it feels like to edit a movie with your finger on a phone.
It sucks. I hate the lack of precision.
So I think if honestly, if I had Final Cut Pro, my editing time would be cut down in half.
It will. And if you get Final Cut Pro on an M1 Mac, it'll be cut down by 1,000,000%. It's stupid fast on an M1 Mac.
How much blood do I have to donate to get that much money?
I don't think much.
Plasma is $100, right?
Not anymore.
$7.
$7 now. Yeah.
It's
Plasma's down.
Plasma's down.
GameStop shot up. Plasma opposite. Went right
Fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, actually,
What?
speaking of stocks, stonks,
Yeah, thank you.
here's an idea. What if you made, and this don't, actually, I don't want to talk about it anymore because I actually think this is a good idea, but I'm going to do it anyway because who's out there?
Okay, but it's on video and it's like there's a date that this goes
That's
up.
true.
So like this is a nice
March 4th.
yeah, copyright J. Curry. Don't steal this.
There is StockX for shoes
Yeah.
and like Pokemon cards.
Yep.
I don't fully understand how the market value works with that and how it changes.
Sure.
But I get that it's there and it's working.
Yeah.
What if there was a similar type of market for musicians? So, in not like a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter, but like you have to obviously prove yourself to like go public in this market.
Right.
But once you do, people buy stock in artists. So, like, if I believe in this artist, I'm like, oh my God, this artist is fire. They only have 10,000 followers.
yeah.
I'm going to put $5 on them.
Right. And then they'll blow up.
And then they blow up. And now I have
Yeah.
a little share of their shit. Or, like, I could exchange that for merch or tickets or whatever. But it's investing in the musicians directly.
That's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea.
So the timing of your comment is amazing because I know you don't know about what I'm about to tell you about. So there's a brand new thing that just came out called NBA Top Shot, and there's a lot of hype
Okay,
around
so I
it.
have heard about this.
So you've heard about Top Shot,
Because I read about NFT the other day.
right?
Didn't understand it before. Now I do.
Ding.
Because I believe in blockchain.
Right,
I
and
just,
so
like,
that's what you're
learned
talking
about
about
it, like,
essentially is a musician blockchain style stock market style thing.
Yeah.
I guess I don't fully understand the difference between a blockchain and like how stock markets work.
Well, blockchain it's a way to understand authenticity and like
Right.
transaction to transaction. So you can't
Right.
like it's a decentralized ledger.
Right.
That is the best I can understand it because I think I read about it 2 years ago.
Right.
And maybe added 2 pieces of knowledge since then.
Okay.
I want to learn more because I don't want to get old, and old people are people who stop caring.
Yeah. I think in 2 years we're gonna get the people being like, "Oh, you're on TikTok, you're old."
Yeah. Or people who be like, you don't have Bitcoin, you're an idiot.
No, I'm Dogecoin, baby.
Well, either way, crypto.
So that's what Top Shot is. It's crypto, essentially. It's a blockchain, aka crypto type of market. And I started doing it. I bought 2 cards. Well, I bought the same card twice, I guess. And a lot of people are really confused by it because they're like, you paid $20 for a highlight you can watch for free on YouTube. I'm like, bro, that's not how this works at all. This is a digital trading card with a little highlight instead of a picture.
Authenticated.
That is authenticated by the NBA and the company that runs the blockchain part of it. And the market all happens within that. So it's not like trading cards in the physical realm where you sell them, buy them on eBay and stuff, or through StockX style websites.
Yeah.
It all exists within there. And the market sets itself based on demand and everything.
Right.
And
that's the biggest thing.
I don't understand the
it's not like
people,
you're doing this in a vacuum
so
where
confused.
no one else values it.
Right.
Because people value it.
Right.
And then that just explodes from there.
Right.
It's exponential. People go, okay. Like, I think I read, the article that I read was there was I think it was a dunk. That was sold for like $202,000.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of cards sold for over $100,000.
Yeah,
a bunch of them, tons of them actually.
I first understood it.
I thought it was rare. You go on the app or the website and you click on look at the previous sales, and every one of these cards that people are talking about how valuable they are, tons of recent sales in the last week. Like 25 people have paid more than $80,000 for this card in the last 4 days.
What's crazy is
Nuts.
There's so much of that shit that I don't know about that I really fully don't understand some of the sentences. Like, it's like, I Googled what is WETH, W-E-T-H, and they're like, WETH stands for wrapped ETH. And I was like,
Great.
tight, what's that?
What's ETH?
ETH is ether. Wrapped ether is a 2.60 ERC based on the market that it's with. And I was like, what does this mean?
Yeah.
I understand the ether is what it is. Everything else, no fucking clue.
Yeah. It's hard to even really think about sometimes.
If I was going to go to school for anything, even though I think that I could learn a lot for going to school for music or like marketing, I would go to school to figure out that shit.
That would be a good choice. Everyone else is like probably going to follow their passions. And you're like, no, I've been doing my passion for a long time.
Like,
I want to learn how to survive.
Well, also, I could teach myself music theory online.
Yeah.
I don't think I could teach myself Bitcoin and
probably
stock
could.
market. Not me. Somebody could.
Oh, yeah.
I could.
You need the classroom setting for that.
Yeah. What's fun? Music. What's not fun? Numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, I love math, but like to an extent.
Yeah. I think, that's a good point. But yeah, I think your idea is a good one. And it sounds really similar to NBA Top Shot, but for artists. Except you're not talking about moments. You're just talking about essentially a stock in artists, which is amazing. Like, I would pile up some Devin stock right now.
He was telling me,
Just
though,
let
that,
it grow.
What band? A band just dropped their new album
Yeah.
as an NFT.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that was one of the things I was reading about NFT, how it's really putting the power and the money back into the artist's hands.
Yeah. What does that stand for, NFT?
Non-fungible trade.
Non-fungible.
So fungible means like...
People are going to hear
like-
fundable, but you said fungible.
Fungible means U.S., like for example, U.S. currency.
Right.
A penny doesn't differentiate from any other penny.
Right.
All of it is... They have value.
It's funged.
Yeah.
Right.
Non-fungible would be like William Shatner's X-rays that he did sell.
Yeah.
That's a non-fungible item.
Right.
Or
It exists outside of
Yeah.
the U.S. currency.
yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't interact in another type of market.
Right.
So like NFT would be like all of that NBA Top Shot. It's within its own.
Yeah.
Thing.
Do you think we'll see jobs soon paying people 100% in not U.S. dollars?
Yeah.
Like, how long do you think it'll take before, like, it's not, like, one rare case? Before it's, like,
I don't think you'll
handful
see-
of examples, companies around the country.
I don't think you'll see that mainstream for a long time, but like there'll be like, for example, I don't know, like a sales company that's newer, like a Cutco of the future.
Yeah.
They'll be like,
It's all Dogecoin.
yeah, we're just gonna deposit Dogecoin because that's what we believe in as a company, and that's how we run our banking.
Right.
And like they only deal with people who are working in those markets, so why would they use?
Or like for me to buy a car with Dogecoin, to go to any dealer and pay for my car with Dogecoin, are we talking 10 years? Less? What do you think?
I mean, that's different.
It is
Because
different.
Tesla's taking Bitcoin.
They are?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So 0 years.
You can buy a Bitcoin or you can buy a Tesla with Bitcoin.
And you probably could buy a Bitcoin with a Tesla. I bet you they would let you do that.
Yeah. I mean, knowing that one is 48,000 today, I think, maybe 50. I don't know what's that today.
A Tesla?
No, a one Bitcoin.
One full Bitcoin?
Yeah, one share.
Is it really that high right now?
It's like,
I thought it was like $1,000.
what?
I have no idea at all.
Oh. Yeah, it's been growing a lot.
That's
it was
good.
at like 11,000 in August, and then it got up to 52 like a week or two ago.
Nice. I wish I liked gambling more. I really hate it. Because that's what the stock market and like anything where you're predicting markets are gambling.
Yeah, a little bit.
And I really don't like gambling.
But gambling is a little more chancy.
Yeah, this is like more information.
little
You're
more
right. Gambling, you
and
can do all the research you want.
It's like
on
a high
cards, and
risk
that's not gonna help. Yeah.
thing, but it's not like what will happen is not up to me at all.
Right.
Like there's a lot of control factors.
That's true.
And by the way, this podcast is boring now.
Oh, did we break it? I thought it was hilarious.
But you know how I went pee right before we started?
Yeah.
Would you be surprised if I had to do it again?
No, that tracks.
That tracks, right?
Yeah.
We've done this before.
What do I do while you're gone though?
You have to give us an ad.
Okay, no, you have to give us.
Oh,
an ad.
okay.
Yeah,
Um
and I'll tell the people about it.
okay.
I heard you guys probably won't hear that either, but I heard his Apple move.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Rainbow salt.
Okay. All right. Did you just burp as well?
Remember earlier? You heard it.
I just smelled a burp. I don't know.
Well, it came up and then it went out.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, if that bothers you, it'll never happen with Rainbow Salt, which is another one of our sponsors. If you could see how Jay is trying to leave right now, the tripod is blocking the door. You did it. I'm impressed with that. Rainbow Salt, great sponsor. We've had this sponsor for a long time, and one of the benefits of Rainbow Salt is no burping. Okay, it has nothing to do with the name, the burping part of it. The reason it's called Rainbow Salt is because it looks exactly like pepper. I'm gonna be honest. It looks exactly like pepper. It's actually very confusing. It does make it good for pranks. It makes it hard for us to promote it. It makes it hard for them to sell it because of the appearance, and the two, you know, they're intrinsically linked, salt and pepper, you know, and they're often right next to each other. So that's admittedly a big issue. We're working on, I'm working with them on an idea. We work very closely with this company. I'm working with them on an idea to separate the actual individual colored grains into layers, because the flavor's not different, just color difference. Or use more saturated colors that will look more like tiny fruity pebbles instead of looking exactly like pepper. So, but anyways, you should look them up, Rainbow Salt, and add some variety to your kitchen cabinet. Hey, welcome back. You did it.
How'd he do?
Did you think about your ninja moves you'd have to do when you decided to go pee, or did you get to the door and be like, oh, that's right?
I didn't think much about it. I just thought I could do it.
Oh, okay.
I just thought, how far could the door swing open? And I thought,
Oh, okay. So you calculated a little before you got out of the chair a little bit.
I was like, I think my butt's gonna fit.
Barely.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
though.
My butt would fit. I don't really have much of a butt.
When it comes to Jay Curry, the question is, does his butt fit?
Sometimes no.
Most of the time. Especially lately.
Ooh.
That's what happens when you eat food at night and you go to bed and get fat for fun. It's a job to be just like me. I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy.
Big boy. Wait, why did you stop?
I don't like being a big boy.
But the song,
Because this song ends.
it's not even that late.
Have you heard the rumble of my jelly?
Yeah,
It's not pleasant.
I like it.
But what if I don't?
I'll tell you different.
I love you.
I'm excited to find out if other people think this is funny or not.
They do.
Yes.
I mean, at least my mom
Suckers.
does and your sister.
We got 2, baby. Yes. I think Jimmy listens a lot, too. I think he likes the podcast.
For me only.
He likes you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows
He's like,
me
Jay's
already.
hilarious, Brian. I wish you'd shut the hell up.
Yeah.
And you're like, well.
Yeah, he's
that
listened to
tracks.
me his whole life. He's good.
Yeah.
Um,
He can see it coming.
yeah.
He knows your moves.
I got a lot of moves. I got new moves.
You got new moves?
Well, I don't even know about my moves, so how does he know about my moves? We talk about this.
Are you working on your night moves?
One of the best things. No, my night moves are solidified.
Bob's here.
One of my favorite things is I often surprise myself. I don't know what I'm gonna do next.
Oh, that's one of my favorite things about you.
We've talked about this, and
Yeah.
you too. Like, it's a good feeling to not.
I think that
always
also
know
might
what
be
your
some
next move
people's
is.
least favorite thing about me, and that's why they're not in my life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know people that
They're like, oh, wow,
tell
you're
me
very
that.
unpredictable and sort of crazy to keep up with, and I can't do that because I grew up in a functioning household with no laughter, so I have to go.
Yeah,
And then they do.
Yeah, then they go, and that you don't care where they went.
Nah, because they didn't make much of an impression on me. They
Nope.
probably had like a flat colored shirt on.
Yeah, I probably asked you to make porn with them online or something.
Yeah, they probably made more money than I do currently. But,
That's like that
But like
TikTok-
they spent it on dumb stuff. Like,
Yeah,
oh, look, I bought a bunch of gray shirts.
Yeah.
Good job, bud. I'm thinking of no one
just
in particular.
going in on simple people.
I'm imagining like 2 very famous people.
There's people listening that are like, I don't have humor in my life. I'm happy I can listen to these guys, and you just ripped into them. They're like,
But that's why they're here, because they liked it.
right,
There are
Oh,
people
the-
who don't have humor and don't like it.
and don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a difference between...
What if someone told them we talked Dogecoin a bit, and they went in for the info, the boring middle part we accidentally did.
Oh, they might be disappointed at what they don't learn.
Right, they don't learn anything.
They're like, oh, you guys know not a lot.
They might learn about NBA Top Shot.
Yeah, honestly, if we're wrong, feel free to don't tell us. We don't care. We'll figure it out on
yeah,
our
we'll
own.
learn.
Part of being us is just saying stuff out loud,
Yeah.
and that's what we're doing.
Can I ask you a slightly unrelated question?
Yeah, is it about my shoes?
Yeah, did this pattern migrate?
No. Actually, great story. It didn't.
It looks only like it did. Will you show the camera? I don't know if you guys will pick that up, but that little like
Triangle.
pattern, that 3 banger,
You know what happened?
looks very much like it
Also,
just moved.
you want to know what happened? Turned into one word just then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that happens.
You want to have
Yeah, I won't have it.
The date was September 13th. I believe it was a Saturday.
Oh,
I actually don't know the date exactly, but it was for Taylor McLeod's birthday. We went out to Jill's cousin's house on Lake Summit, and they
so
have
glad you got that right.
they have like a metal fireplace surrounding,
Uh-huh.
and I just sat there with my shoes resting against it for probably an hour.
Oh,
So this hot metal is just slowly melting the glue under the rubber, and the pressure is just pushing it up.
yeah. So it just went like this for an
Yeah.
hour, very slowly.
Yeah.
So
very
it
slowly.
did migrate.
It wasn't too hot,
Right.
but it was hot enough.
Hot enough to melt the glue connecting the orange to the white.
Yeah.
And she
Good
slid
glue,
up.
though. It's still here.
It's still there. That's what's shocking about it. Is
It's
it
just
hasn't
migrate.
fallen off.
It's just like, you know,
Oh, parts of it are, but the middle's good.
the middle's good. Yeah.
That's amazing that it's still on there.
You know.
You
I
know.
really like these shoes.
What?
I really like these.
Yeah, those are good shoes.
Flyknit Freeze.
Flyknit's very comfortable material. I just bought new shoes.
Hey,
Yeah. Hey,
the shoes that I want dropped tomorrow.
which ones?
The ones I sent you.
Oh, those Jordan ones.
Yeah, Jordan. What is it? Map?
I don't remember.
Pack map?
I'm not gonna try even.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they're cool.
they're fresh.
They're very fresh.
I'm gonna buy them.
Oh, you're gonna try to buy them. You mean, and you're gonna fail.
Are
Is,
they?
it,
Do you think
is it a sneakers thing?
Are they that popular?
It's sneakers is to the point where everything sells out immediately.
I'm gonna text my guy.
If you have one, do it. Try to get help. If you have people that you know can wake up early and jump on the app and try to help you, maybe do that.
I have a friend who has a bot.
Although your bigger size might be hard. Are you going to get a 13 or 14?
Damn it! I never thought that 14 would be a question.
I mean, sometimes it's available.
I I guess
Because I feel like a 14 wouldn't sell as fast.
because like with the Hirachis, I wished I had a 13.5.
Right.
But that's like the only shoe.
But a Hirachi, I wish I had a 12.5.
you're a
They
12.
run, and I'm a 12, so they run small. But by the way, they're dropping the OG Hirachis again soon, like the
black bottom or the white sole.
white with the blue and like lime green kind of color.
Oh.
Yeah. No, you're thinking of like the ones that have like the grape on them.
I just want. They sell right now currently all white, all black, or all red.
Yeah.
I want just black with a white rubber foam, whatever.
Yeah.
Or red with the white. How hard is that? Also, it looks better.
Yeah. Does look
I don't know
better.
what you're doing. Taking the white sole away.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm with you, but are you
Okay,
texting your guy
I
right
texted
now?
the shoe guy.
Nice. Like, hey, I might need your help.
I said, I need a shoe guy. Are you him?
That's good. Are you because you said you missed out on those guava ones
I'm dumb.
and you were sad about it.
Yeah, they were like, what, $75 or $80?
They're like $80 at the outlet,
and now they
forever.
resell for $200.
They were there for
on
so long,
StockX.
and I kept being like, Jay, these shoes are such your shoes.
And I was like, I'm just never in Linwood. I'm just never in Linwood.
I mean, they were like north of Everett, to be fair.
Oh, they were?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's kind of far.
But I worked in Everett at the time, and you could have been like, will you grab those? And I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
I should have just bought them and then been like, give me $80.
What a cool birthday present you could give me right now on camera.
Oh my God. No, I can't because the camera is my phone.
Oh.
Yeah, nice try. Don't look at my iPad.
Wait,
What?
why would I look at your iPad?
Because I was thinking you'd be like, well, you could use your iPad. I thought you were going to call me out immediately.
I was thinking like you'd pull it out from behind your chair. I've had these for months.
That would be amazing.
That would be such a above and beyond friend thing to do, is to purchase something like 9 months before their birthday.
Yeah.
Too long.
We're getting very close to your birthday.
I am 8 days away.
Yeah.
Tomorrow plus a week.
8 number of days.
I turned 32.
Yep.
32.
The 13th, right?
So much to do.
No, the 12th.
That's the math.
Thank you. I was doubting myself.
Wait a minute.
My dad was born on Pi Day, 3/14.
Nice, dude. Pisces. My dad's birthday is Saturday, the 6th. I also have a cousin that's on the 2nd and one that's on the 22nd.
Dang.
Ethan's is on the 10th. Red's is on the 13th.
Holy March.
So many March birthdays.
Dang, birthday city, boy.
March and September is my life. Am I in this enough?
It sounds good. I don't know what it looks like.
Sometimes I feel like I'm too far away, and I'm like, baby, come closer
To me,
to me.
tomatoes and cheese.
Grilling on the semi side when you wanna be mine.
Oh, man. Do you still skateboard ever? I keep looking at the skateboard behind you because we haven't done this since that skateboard's been hanging there. And so I was just thinking about it. When's the last time you skated?
I longboarded or shortboarded, whatever, around Green Lake in the fall.
Well, then you're going to die. Skate or die.
Is that a gun?
Yes, this is my gun. I was going to use whatever I grabbed was my plan.
I was like,
And this
what could it be?
the drawer that I chose has
Chords.
this in it and this in it. So I was like, I guess I got.
What I noticed is if you add sound effects, anything's a good weapon.
I don't think I even did that. So you haven't skated in a minute.
No.
Have you ever kick flipped?
I have, yeah.
Have you ever kick flipped up or off something?
No.
But you've kick flipped.
Kick flipped.
And is that your greatest skateboarding accomplishment?
No. What is it when you... Okay, so kick flip is forward. No, that's heel flip.
Depends on if you go like this or you go like this.
Well, there's...
Spinning away from you is a heel flip, yes.
Okay, so I could heel flip, I could kick flip. And then kick flip with a 180 in the board. Is that a
Varial flip.
varial flip?
Yeah.
No, varial's 360.
Varial's 360. It's you could call it a 180
It's like
flip.
a pop shove it plus a kick flip.
Yeah, I've heard people call it a 180 flip, but has a name that we're failing on right now. If you know,
If you know, that's as good as I got.
we'll have figured it out by then, so you don't need to tell us. But half flip? Are we sure it's not a varial flip? Because I thought a varial flip was that, and then
I just when
the other one's a
I hear
360 flip.
When
or
I hear
a three
varial flip, I think, whoa. But
Yeah.
I don't think I ever did that.
I don't think you did that.
I don't ever think I conjured that emotion out of myself.
Yeah, I might be giving you too much credit. You know what I think is the most underrated skate trick? Just a 360 shove it. A lot of people do shove it's, but like a nice, clean board stays perfectly flat. Helicopters once, 360 shove it. I think is gorgeous. It's a great looking
How do you
trick.
do that?
You spin it.
Like the board would have to be like just so slow mo and cool looking.
That's why it's great when people do it. I think it's like when you do, because the board wants to kind of rotate when you try to do it.
It's a varial kick flip. That's what it is. You're right.
Yeah.
A tray flip.
A tray flip or a 3 flip or a 360 flip.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Tray.
Phew.
Duh.
Phew, thank God.
So yeah, I could do a varial.
My sister's a big skater and she would have been mad.
Is she a big skater?
No, definitely not.
Don't disrespect me
but my old coworker Lauren. So I used to work at the Solaris in the mall in Olympia. There's a phone accessory stand called Solaris, and I managed it.
I remember those. You guys had the cheap, low.
Cheap. They're as cheap as you think they were.
Did I need a silicone case for the
We were selling like iPhone 5s at the time, maybe 5 cases, maybe a 6 case while I was there. But anyways, Lauren Ziegler was one of like the assistant managers, and then she manages that. What are you doing?
I was just telling Brian what shoe it is.
Oh, okay. You were like earlier. You're like no phone.
I'm sorry.
No, you're over here. But so Lauren Ziegler was this girl that was assistant managing this place, and it was dope. And she was really cool. She was a homie. And then randomly, she went on to become Lingerie Football League superstar.
Wow.
Like best player on like all these posters and stuff. And lately, her story, because she retired from that a couple years ago, lately her story is all her in the skate park, like actually shredding. And I'm like, who is this person? Holy cow. It's amazing. Like she's like,
so this
she's in a
assistant
bowl going
manager
back and forth,
just
like
went
half pipes, doing
ham.
like handrails and shit. Yeah, she just does whatever she wants. It's crazy.
I love that.
I know. It's amazing.
Good for her.
Yeah, she's killing it. Good job, Lauren.
That makes me feel like I could get good at something.
You could. I hope to rollerblade again this summer. I rollerbladed last summer for the first time in a long time, and I hope to roll a lot more when the weather gets nice again.
I want to do a backflip on the ground.
You went. Oh, just a standing backflip.
Just standing.
Yeah, that one's always been frustrating because I know I can. I know physically I can. And if I were to guess,
I don't know if I have the abs for it.
If someone was like, "Hey, Brian, do a backflip, or I'm going to shoot Jay," I would do a backflip and I would land it, and I am 98% confident.
First try?
Yeah, I'm very sure. My body has done very many backflips on trampolines over the years, so that motion's very comfortable. And then I started thinking I could do it on land, but I didn't want to hurt myself, so I would stand on the bar and backflip onto the trampoline and land those. And
I've done that.
And so there's no extra bounce doing that. So
I've done a backflip onto mattress, but it's like on the feet, you gotta really spin.
Yeah.
You gotta really hit that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tuck your knees and just
Either really spin or really jump. Either way, you need time.
yeah. That's why the running
The gainer.
backspring, the backspring intro.
Oh yeah.
Whatever they call it.
The
You do like a round off.
yeah.
You have all this momentum that goes boing, springs you up.
Wait, what do they say in Bring It On? They're like they demand a trick of her, and they're like,
If you memorize that monologue, you're cool.
I don't think I got this, but I think they say something to the effect of like roundhouse spin off, roundhouse layoff, back twisting. Oh, full tuck. I think
it's round out.
Round out. I think full tuck is the flip that comes last, though. That's just like a backflip.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get to. Yeah. But Missy is the poo. Take a big whiff.
Misty is the poo.
Missy. Her name's Missy in the movie.
I don't remember.
Watch the movie all the time.
Bro, I don't remember some people's names after I'm done watching the movie.
You should watch the movie all the time, though.
I can just feel their aura. I get them.
I don't need your name.
I don't need to talk about them behind their backs.
These labels.
Dude, I loved when we watched Tenet, and I was like,
How come-
the main character, what's his name? We looked up, it's protagonist.
Protagonist. Yeah, I didn't have one.
Didn't have a fucking name. Cool move.
Yeah. How come you don't sit weird like me?
Oh, I'm too big.
Oh, if your chair was big, would you sit weird, or do you not sit like this?
I could sit like that.
But do you like it?
I don't own any chairs that do that.
Oh, this chair does it. Apple check.
Oh, God! I ate so many onions today, like I'm embarrassed.
Yeah?
Nah, I'm not embarrassed.
No, I
but it
didn't
tastes
believe you.
like onions.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, Mounty.
Oh, here's a cool segment.
Let's talk about it. And then we'll do it.
Let's talk about it. That's the segment.
Yeah.
So now we just talk.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
All right, so WandaVision's been great.
Oh, one more episode.
One more episode.
Dude. Okay.
So excited.
So I will say,
I don't know how they're going to tie up
I have
everything in one episode.
I'm not a comic book nerd. I do not understand
Sure.
all these things.
Right.
I just kind of like listen to nerding and then like hear their theories.
Right.
But this has been my theory for 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Vision's body. I didn't think it was actually Vision's body once he tried to leave that hex.
Right.
I was like, oh, he's an also thing.
Right. He's a made up guy.
That's why he figures stuff out, because he's not real. The mind is, it's not a second mind. It's not a shell over someone else. It's not an illusion for a brain that's already there.
Right.
She made it, right?
Right.
I didn't know
Spoilers, obviously, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
One
off.
episode left. Yeah. I don't know anyone that's watching this show slowly. So
Yeah.
you should be fine.
Spoiler alerts.
Also, this episode we haven't seen, we will have seen by the time this comes out.
True.
So
Man, if I call this, it'd be cool.
that would be.
Because this is the last episode.
Yeah.
Did not call Agatha Harkness. I had no idea who that was.
Yeah, I knew that one, but
But
it wasn't
now-
because of my knowledge.
With seeing the way that played out,
Mm-hmm.
I think she's Wanda. Just Wanda.
Yeah.
Maximoff.
Yep.
Scarlet Witch.
Yep.
She's going to have to face her fears,
Uh-huh.
close down the hex,
Uh-huh.
sacrifice her kids and Vision in order to defeat whatever, whether that's Agatha or
Evil Vision.
Tyler Landho or whoever the fucking guy's name is,
Yeah.
or Evil Vision. And doing that will kill her kids, but it also bring Vision back to life.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know how,
Yeah.
because I don't understand the math of what Anti-Vision's
Well,
doing.
so here's
That's my theory.
based on your theory, I would say we have a intangible Vision inside the hex and
Yeah.
a tangible one outside. All you gotta do is put that one inside this one, and we Gucci. So that could be a thing.
But he'll still never remember being in love with Wanda.
But see, here's what I think could happen, and I think that there's a lot of images of her connecting to that yellow Mind Stone energy. And so I think that right now what we're seeing is a construct of hers, obviously, we know that, but with Vision's soul. Like, I think that when she destroyed the Mind Stone originally for him, like, that created a connection that never left, and that at some point, maybe when she discovers or is pushed to the limits of her abilities, she can shoot that yellow goo back into the new Vision body.
Fuck yeah.
And so, like, that's his soul. Like, we don't think of a robot having a soul, but I think that that could be what's going on with the yellow energy that we're seeing around her.
Yeah.
I think Agatha, by the end of this, will be an ally,
Probs.
but mostly just, that's not me being smart. That's me being told by other smart people that in the comic books, Agatha trains Scarlet Witch on how to use her power. But yeah, I don't know, man. Whatever happened, I'm very excited. And according to an interview I recently watched with Elizabeth Olsen, all the questions will be answered in this last episode.
They have to be.
We're not going to wonder about this storyline or that storyline. So
My least favorite thing would be is if they leave it for not another season, but just a different movie to tell us. Because this is the last season. They're not going to do another one.
yeah, no, just a one-off.
What do they call it? One-off?
A show.
There's another word for it.
Is there? A show. Just a one-timer.
A unicorn.
Unishow.
Unishow.
A Biden bomb.
Man, we're back.
But yeah, so that's one thing that we can talk about for the segment you started.
I did,
And I'm excited. WandaVision's amazing. Are you excited for Captain America Winter Soldier?
Yes.
Me too.
Here's why.
I didn't think I was going to be, but now I am.
Here's why I am.
Yeah.
It's Marvel.
Yeah, they really don't. They're not misstepping still.
You know when it sucked? You know what, one movie I just don't really want to watch again that sucked? It's Thor 2. You know how bad it was? Not that bad.
Not that bad, exactly.
You remember how long ago it was?
Pretty long.
They figured it out.
They did.
They're like, oh, we're going to do the brand new concept for this WandaVision TV show,
right.
A character that not a lot of people are behind yet.
Yeah.
And we're going to spend a full movie budget making it.
Yep.
Before anybody even knows or cares.
Yeah.
They understand what they're doing.
They really do.
I trust them wholeheartedly.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I would say overall, I always say this. I never get as excited for TV shows as I do for movies. Just something about a movie feels more special to me, and then I hype it up more in my mind, and then I, in a heightened state, enjoy it more. And so I really like movies more than shows as a blanket statement. And so I was nervous that it would start to feel, with the frequency of the shows, like a chore. Anytime that's what I don't like about TV, is that occasionally a show will feel like a chore. Like I gotta watch this. I gotta watch another episode of that. The second I start to think about maybe feeling like that, I bail on a show in a heartbeat. I won't do it. It's just, there's too many things to watch. I can't.
You're an enigma.
And so I thought I would feel like that, and it hasn't, because like you said, Marvel, they haven't misstepped. Like this show is as good as these good movies we've been watching lately, and I expect Winter Soldier and Falcon and Winter Soldier to be the same.
And Loki.
Yeah, and Loki, I think that's going to be amazing. She-Hulk show's coming eventually. Very excited to see her in the MCU. Just it's just, they're just not messing up. It's amazing and impossible, and it shouldn't be able to happen, but it is.
Meanwhile, we got
DC over here.
The best thing that anybody can talk about is a remake of a movie that
they're like
came out
they
3 years
can't
ago.
Get it right to save their lives, and then here comes Wonder Woman, and everyone's like, "You did it! This one's amazing! Good job!" Except for the boss battle at the end, but everything is really good job. And then they're like, "Yes, we did it!" Oh, people don't like our sad tone. Make Aquaman the most colorful movie ever created. Like they just fully react. The reactions are so visible in everything they do, and then they're thinking like, we got this shine. Justice League sucked. We're sorry about that, but we got Wonder Woman 2's coming. Shazam was good, by the way.
Shazam was tight.
I would say that's one of their better ones for sure. So Shazam comes along and they're like, yes, again, colors, humor, people are in. Let's go. And then they're thinking to themselves, like, Wonder Woman 2, guaranteed smash hit. Not that great of a movie. And
box office did okay.
I mean, for COVID times.
Right.
Yeah, so Wonder Woman was a massive failure compared to the expectations it had for it, and was a much worse of a movie than I thought it was going to be.
It was worse than the first one.
I was more excited for Wonder Woman 84 than any Marvel movie that I knew I was going to see in the next year or two. I was very excited for it.
That's too much hype.
I was very hyped for it. Wonder Woman was super good.
When I heard that, honestly, I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm. I would like you to honestly
be honest. I wanted to be honestly honest.
Yeah.
When I heard that it was coming out and it was like Wonder Woman 84 and that's when it was based.
Yeah.
I instantly thought it was going to be less good.
Like corny and just about like, look, it's an 80s movie. Look at these 80s things.
I just thought, why? Like, there's so many cool things you can do with the future.
Yeah.
Marvel does that very well.
Yeah.
And when they stepped into the past, it was not about the era.
True.
It was about the people.
Yep.
And the people in Wonder Woman were poop.
Yeah. That's harsh, but it was bad.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Like the way it started off.
I'm pretty soft on movies, and it was
you
bad.
are not soft on movies.
I feel like I'm not that harsh of a critic at all.
Here's what you have. You have a category.
All right, let me rephrase.
No,
I'm soft on movies that I am intrigued by.
There you go.
Yeah.
You have 2 or 3 aisles in a library that you're very fond of.
Yeah.
And anything that falls in there, you're going to give it a chance.
Yep.
the rest of the library can burn.
It takes certain circumstances for me to watch those other movies.
I would say like 50% of movies you just won't even give time of day.
Yeah, which is smart. More people should be like me.
No.
Don't watch things that don't look good to you.
But why? But like that's the
It's
thing.
simple though. It's entertainment. It's not homework. It's entertainment. If it doesn't look good, don't waste your time.
But if you keep doing that for years, you just don't ever grow or experience that.
In movies.
Well, yeah.
Right. That's fine.
But for someone who says that they love movies, it's just weird.
I do. I love movies more
just
than
weird.
Most people.
It's just weird to me.
Yeah, I know.
You're weird to me.
I know. I'm an enigma. You said that earlier.
I still love you.
Thank you. Yeah, and DC is over here just fucking floundering.
Wait, is that tomorrow?
No, March 18th.
Oh, damn.
Tomorrow is...
I do want to see it.
I'm very excited for Snyder Cut. We're going to watch it together, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm very excited for tomorrow, though, because tomorrow
is
Coming to America sequel on Amazon.
Yes.
I'm brokenhearted and fucking mad at COVID that I don't get to watch this movie in a theater.
Yeah.
I have to watch it at home. I don't care if I have a state-of-the-art movie theater in my home. It sucks compared to going to a theater to me.
It's different.
I describe it to people that I get just as excited to go to a theater as I did when I was a 5-year-old child. Not less excited. When we go in to see New Mutants, which neither one of us was pumped for, we were like, it's a movie. We're allowed to be in a movie theater right now.
Yeah.
We'll see this.
Should be some eye candy.
I was excited. I was more excited for that than I will be to watch Coming to America in my living room tomorrow, even though Coming to America is a movie that is like one of the most hype movies.
You love the experience.
I really do. So, but tomorrow I'm going to watch it.
You get to be around a bunch of other people. You're all experiencing the same emotions and the same moments.
And the popcorn's a big factor for me.
That's a big factor.
Love it. Love the popcorn.
I cannot wait for you to get a house.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to get a new TV when I get
homecoming or my housewarming present to you.
What?
Is like an actual movie style popcorn maker. You'll have to keep it in your garage because it will stink up your house.
Yeah. My dad had one of those and then he never used it. And so I'm suspicious if that would happen to me or not.
Probably.
I don't want that to happen. That sounds sad.
Well, just don't be lazy.
No, I just think it's okay for the movie theater popcorn to remain more special than my home popcorn.
Don't be lazy like your deadbeat dad.
Your deadbeat dad. Who, if you're new, to be clear, is one of my favorite people on the planet.
One of the coolest guys.
And far from a deadbeat.
Far from lazy, too.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a good point. It's up to me whether I use that machine or not. Not my dad.
Yeah. Or instead, I could get you
that'd be a great house.
a Traeger grill. For all the meats we're gonna smoke.
Oh God, love meat.
Okay, how about this? Here's a good compromise. Something you do love.
We can cook beyond on the grill.
Something that you do love, something you can eat, something that I like. We're gonna get you a pizza stove, a stone pizza oven stone.
I could be into that.
Backyard little pizza shover.
Yeah. Pizza shover.
You know, you have a big old bucket of, what is it called? Seminole?
Wrong guy. I'm the wrong guy for that.
You throw those beads in there so the pizza slides around on it.
Yep.
That stuff.
No idea.
We're going to get you wood-fired pizza in your backyard at least 6 months of the year. I
think that whatever you described, sometimes you say things that I'm like, it makes sense. I don't know that makes sense. He knows that. I think a lot of people know that. I think you're in the minority here. I think 90% of the people watching will be like, beads? What is he talking about?
Oh, really?
I do. I think that's special knowledge that you have.
So if you go to a wood-fired pizza place, there's a couple things that you'll notice. One, it tastes like smoke. You can taste the wood on it.
Right.
But two, and Domino's does this for effect, there's tiny little beads on your pizza.
Domino's uses cornmeal on their pizzas.
So yeah, that's what Domino's uses. But which I think that is the name for it.
Oh, okay.
Is Seminole. 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 I don't know.
Yeah.
But it doesn't burn, and it works like bearings for the pizza.
Right.
So it slides the dough around on the stone instead of it sticking there.
It makes sense, because if you were to just put pizza dough on a smooth, flat, hot surface,
sayonara.
That's its new home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, good luck making pizza there again.
Yeah, ever.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you got to put bearings in there.
That's true. Bearings.
Bearing pizza.
I think after clarifying the description, people are going to be more on board and understand better.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it felt more specific at first. When you first described it.
Yeah.
But that'd be fun. And
I
when
use
I
a
get
word that probably no one uses.
when I do get
Everybody's just like, you mean cornstarch?
yeah, that's
You elitist.
you elitist.
You pizza elitist.
Well, you're what I call a chef, so you know about food things different than what I know.
Yo, speaking of chefs.
Well, here's what I know about food.
Oh, okay, sorry, go.
That's pizza or it's not pizza. It's Pop-Tarts or cereal or it's not that. It's chips or it's not that. I know about Italian food and Mexican food. That's 2 more. And I know I don't eat meat.
So you like food less than you like movies?
Oh, so much less. If I had to eat like what's the ice train movie? I'm having a brain fart.
Snowpiercer.
If I had to eat Snowpiercer blocks of bugs for the rest of my life
And keep movies?
easy decision. Like, oh my God, such stupid how easy that decision is.
Yeah, I'm 100% on the other train.
Yeah.
It would be actually a tough decision. I love stories, but I can get stories from many other places.
If I could just choose to turn something in my brain off, so now all of a sudden I only see food as sustenance and I don't care about flavor.
That'd be kind of tight.
I'd turn that thing. I would enjoy my new healthy life, and I would miss out on a little bit of something that's I'm not pretending like food's irrelevant and I don't love food. I definitely do.
But also, like, that's not a part of your DNA. Like, food culture isn't Brian's.
Oh no, people always get on my case about it, like Disneyland. Like, I love Disneyland. I'm a huge nerd about it, a big child about it. I get all excited, and when I talk to my adult friends about getting excited about Disneyland, they're like, oh my gosh, this food, you got to get Dole Whip, you got to eat a churro. Those are like low level, not even worth mentioning things compared to what they're actually talking about. But they're like, you got to go to this place, you have to eat this. And I'm like, I don't care what I eat. I'm going to go, like, I went
I'm going to have some pretzels.
I went to Pizza Planet with Betty when I was there for my lunch, and I told them about that. And they were all like, the hell is wrong with you? You ate Pizza Planet pizza? And I'm like, yeah, and it was delicious. Why are you mad at me?
Is there something wrong with Pizza Planet?
I mean, they think it's bad. I think maybe I caught them on a good day, but that was a delicious slice of pizza.
It ain't no BCP.
That's some good pizza. That's my favorite pizza on earth, and I say that as someone that's eaten pizza in 7 countries.
7.
Yeah.
Count them.
And one of them was Italy, so suck it, Italy.
Yeah, you ever been to Italy and eaten pizza?
Not as good as Brewery City Pizza in Tumwater.
Yeah. Brewery City or Pizza Country?
You decide. No, you don't, because you're wrong. I am right, and I did it, and I'm bad at it, the best.
Yeah, Brian knows what good pizza is.
I do.
Let me tell you.
Almost all of it is good pizza.
Almost all of it's good pizza.
That's why it's used as that example all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Live music, pizza, hard to be awful.
Yeah, hard to be awful.
Yeah.
I've had some bad pizza in my life.
I've had one.
It's always experimental if it's bad.
Uh-huh.
And if it's shitty, it's just poor execution.
I have 2 sad pizza stories. Do you want to hear them?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one happened 3 years ago, something like that. I was on my way down to Olympia to do some work in my storage unit, clear some things out. I live up, for those that need to know, it's like an 1.5-hour drive, whatever. And so I went down there to get some work done on the old storage unit.
You have a storage unit?
In Olympia, yeah.
Still?
Uh-huh.
What?
It's not smart. And
I just learned something about you.
Yeah, and I won't have it for hopefully much longer. But I do. You know what's in there?
I could have lived there.
A pool table. The pool table that me and Nathan White built together is in my storage unit. We installed speakers in it. It has speakers on the ends of it and a spot for a stereo. Like car speakers and a car stereo.
It's like I don't even know you.
Well, I have a pool table and a storage unit in Olympia.
75 miles
and then
away.
some other random stuff. Yeah. Anyways, so I went down, me and Betty, we're like, okay, we need to get this done. Brian's going to go move these specific things because we got to get this done for whatever reason. And so we drive down there. We get to like Tacoma. So we've been driving for like an hour, about 30 minutes away. And I call my mom and I'm like, hey, I don't have my key for the storage unit, but I'm pretty sure you have one, right? And she's like, oh yeah, I have one at my house. And I was like, are you sure? And she goes, do you want me to check? And I go, yeah, definitely go check. And she goes and she checks and she comes back and she's like, yep. And I'm like, okay, thank God. I was panicking a little, not the end of the world to waste a couple hours driving, but not what you want. And so we get to the house. She hands me a key that is the wrong shape altogether and is not my key.
Dope.
So we did drive all the way to the Olympia for nothing.
Nice.
And we ate a Tony's pizza with my mother, and we drove home.
a frozen.
A frozen Tony's pizza. So you got Totino's pizza,
You got Totino's,
which are the littler ones that have the square chunks of pepperoni. If you get that flavor,
Yeah,
I've been eating strictly cheese for 3 years. But there's the Totino's. People know those.
Tony's, which is one cardboard slat,
Tony's,
plastic wrap.
and then above that's Red Baron.
Red Baron's definitely above that.
Yeah. So bottom line is the Tony's is at the bottom of
Then
this thing.
California, then DiGiorno.
I would rather eat Totino's than Tony's. It's
Yeah.
the worst frozen pizza. It's still good. I will still eat it for dinner.
Tony's is trash.
I'm not like...
But it's also cheap as fuck.
It's also pizza. And so we drove an hour and a half to eat a Tony's frozen pizza with my mother and drove home.
Bro, that's not as bad as my driving and eating story, but that's bad.
That's bad, yeah.
That makes the pizza way worse.
It did. It did make the pizza worse.
Like, what was the event that we just spent
I think
4
it's
hours doing? Eating a Tony's pizza.
Right. that's
Pretty bad. Pretty bad pizza.
It's not even as much about the flavor of the pizza.
If
It's
Tony's
just
pizza
that
was
sentence.
Yeah, if Tony's pizza was brought to you while you're taking a bath, listening to your favorite song,
Yeah.
it'd be a decent pizza. You'd be like, "Thanks, I like
Oh,
that pizza."
totally.
But
Yeah.
driving 4 hours with anger in your heart and only eating that,
Yeah.
you should sue.
I should sue. You should sue.
When that story about me melting my shoe,
Yeah.
originally the party was supposed to be down in Portland.
By the way, that happened at Summit Lake he mentioned, which if you live in Washington and haven't gone, find a way to go because Summit Lake's amazing.
It's pretty great.
It's the second clearest lake in the state.
I forget how
The water is
cool
beautiful.
it
and
is,
It's like
and
the
how
water
close it
heats
is.
up well. It's an amazing place.
Yeah,
it's beautiful
a nice
up
spot.
there.
It's a nice spot.
Yeah,
Get an Airbnb. There's plenty of people who do it.
that's true. That
Plenty of
place
people.
is more Airbnbs than homes that
I
people
think now. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We were supposed to go down to Portland to
Mm-hmm.
celebrate this, but it was the weekend that Oregon was having all those wildfires.
Oh, okay.
So we're figuring this out as we're driving down there, and then we're getting updates like, "Oh, we're in
remember
phase
this.
2, which means pack your bags. Phase 3 means leave."
Yeah.
We're driving down. Finally, get the call from the lady who owns the spot. And was like, "Yeah, phase 3 is pretty much inevitable. Also, like, the power will be off the first 48 hours. You guys are at the place."
Yep.
We're like, "Well, maybe we'll just like camp there." Like, "No, it's really not good here. You should not come." I'm like, "Fuck." So we go all the way to Vancouver.
Which is almost 3 hours from where we are right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I drove down to Olympia to hop into Chris's Jill's car.
Yeah.
And drove another almost 2 hours to the very bottom city in Washington
Yep.
to have Jimmy John's. And then drove right back up. They live 3 miles from the other spot, if that.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, so we drove like almost 4 hours to get Jimmy John's and come right back to where we were.
That's beautiful.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you do win because of it's a further drive.
Yeah.
Fun, different group of friends than you see on a daily basis. So that might have been fun to be in the car at least with.
Yeah,
those
it wasn't
people.
bad.
But then again, you take the victory when you go back to the food because I would much rather eat a Tony's pizza than Jimmy John's. Flavor only wise, Jimmy John's feels better in my tummy after. But and this is mainly largely down to me being a vegetarian. When you stop eating meat, Jimmy John's becomes pretty shitty.
Well, what sandwich is good without meat?
Grilled cheese, and they don't have that at Jimmy
It's
John's.
the only one.
Yeah, there's probably variations on that, but they're basically all just this type of grilled cheese.
Yeah.
like
Grilled cheese with marinara.
also, I haven't given any fake lunch meats a try because I'm very scared of them.
Yeah, lunch meat by itself is like
It already is like I shouldn't eat this.
kind of fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're biting pushed together other stuff
yeah,
that is just barely the same texture as what it would be if it wasn't chopped up and pushed together.
yeah. Maybe that's the reason I should eat it then, because like real lunch meat isn't real. It's like a mashup of garbage, anyways. So that's what fake lunch meat's gonna be.
I just have a feeling that fake lunch meat would be worse than Oscar Mayer.
Which is technically food.
Straight up bologna sucks.
Bologna's flat hot dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
trash.
it's not great.
Hey, do you want a cold flat hot
Tell
dog?
me why I never warmed up bologna and put ketchup on it.
Why didn't you?
I'm asking you to tell me.
Oh, tell you.
Yeah, tell me why I didn't do that.
Because
Because
that's psycho white trash behavior.
okay, but I would eat a Oscar Mayer hot dog with ketchup on it.
You grew up with money. You're not going to do that.
I didn't grow up with money.
You more than a bologna ketchup warmed up meal.
Barely.
There's a reason I didn't eat a lot of weird staple meals.
I don't know if
that's
we
because I could go
were-
into my pantry and be like, well, do I want Doritos Cool Ranch or Doritos Nacho
Yeah.
Cheese? And that says money.
Yeah.
If you got both Doritos flavors in your pantry as a kid, you
Yo,
made it.
My buddy Jonathan McMillan told me I was at his apartment one day in college, like right out of high school, and he just walked in and just like grabbed a bag of Doritos, like so sloppily and quickly, like as if in a movie, just like threw them on a plate, 3 slices of Kraft singles, put it in the microwave for a minute. It was so good. It was the most like just garbage version of nachos I've ever had in my life, but it was delicious.
But actually good?
Yeah.
I never tried that.
Yeah. Yeah. But my other sad pizza experience isn't a long story. It's just I was in Cancun for my sister's wedding in 2009. And
why wasn't I invited?
A host of reasons. Do you want to get into all of them? We can. I'm not on like a schedule. So we were staying in an all-inclusive resort, which is really fun. It's the only time I've ever done that in my life.
Can't wait to go.
It's amazing to just be like, they just bring you whatever food and drinks you want all day.
You're like, hey, is it breakfast? Can I have some? They're like,
Yeah.
sure. How much? You're like,
And you can tip them if you want
Till
or
they
not.
say no.
Like whatever.
They're like, do you want to drink your drink in the pool or on the street? And you're like, yeah, I do.
We were literally like, me and my brother are playing catch on the beach with a football all day, every day, just drinking virgin pina coladas the whole time. And I was old enough to drink a regular one, but he wasn't. And so I was like, I don't care. It's just delicious.
Nice.
But anyways, so they had a buffet there that was always stocked with food. You could always just go grab whatever you want. And they had pizza at this buffet, and it was horrible.
Yeah, why would you eat buffet pizza?
Buffet pizza is an uphill battle, I will admit, right out of the gate.
I mean, even being a kid and going to fucking Izzy's, the pizza wasn't what you got.
No. But yeah, the sauce, it wasn't a barbecue pizza, but it tasted barbecue-y. Like the sauce flavor was slightly barbecue.
Like a mesquite.
Yeah, it was like mesquite spaghetti sauce.
Gross.
But like under heat lamps all day. Like plastic crappy cheese.
Yep.
Really dense crust. I remember the crust being dense and bad.
They're like, we need pizza on this menu. They're like, why?
Easily the worst slice of pizza I've ever put in my mouth.
Cool.
Yeah. And then some of the pizza I had in Italy was just awful to me because I grew up with American food,
Salt.
which is just packed with salt and flavor like crazy. So
Yeah.
when you give me a fresh pizza with fresh mozzarella and tomatoes, it tastes like nothing.
There should be salt. They should use salt.
They didn't use enough for my American face.
Although I will say, putting sugar and salt on things makes regular shit taste poor and terrible.
Yeah.
Like tomatoes have a lot of flavor. Some people just don't like them or will eat tomatoes with salt because they need that.
Right. Because they need that.
For some reason.
Yeah.
But dude, like just a couple days ago, I had went to Forelli's.
It's good pizza.
Had some wings with the pizza. Mm-hmm. The celery that came with it. Mm-hmm. This is the weirdest thing to think. Imagine this celery, right?
Yeah. I don't say weird things much.
Pretty
but
boring snack.
Yeah.
Juiciest, best celery I've ever had. And it's worth mentioning.
Stellar celery.
It's not like they
Stellary.
kept the celery in water and it was very watery. It was
Right.
like this was cut straight off the most tropical celery grown. And I turned into a cartoon when I ate it. It was like, wow. And it just, wow.
Just juicy, delicious celery.
Juicy, delicious celery.
Wow.
How does that happen?
I feel like celery is the 9 to 5 office worker of foods, and it makes no impression on me. It's there, and sometimes I see it when I get wings, and that's it. And it doesn't taste offensive, and it doesn't taste good. It just exists.
I feel like it's like
So the fact that you had like mind-blowing celery is very intriguing.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely like, I don't even know how to.
It's stale. It tastes stale by nature. Like,
I wouldn't say stale. It just tastes uneventful. Celery, as most people will describe, is a vehicle for other shit.
yeah,
Peanut butter, blue cheese, ranch,
right.
raisins, whatever.
Raisins?
Yeah, you remember ants on a log?
Oh, that's what that is. I never ate that, but that's what that is.
Bro, ants on a log slaps
That's peanut butter and raisins on celery?
on celery.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's weird.
My grandma used to make it.
Your grandma weird.
My grandma not weird.
Your grandma.
Actually, my grandma's one of the people who put salt on tomatoes.
By the way, I like in our last episode, it was fun editing it and listening to it again because it had been 3 months. 4 months? 3 months? 4 months. It had been 4 months. 4.5 months. I'm done. And one of the things I forgot about the your food callback to your aunt. What Aunt Terry?
Oh,
And she used to feed you
fat-free hot dogs.
fat-free hot dogs. I forgot about that whole conversation.
That clip was great.
I pulled that for the beginning of the
Yeah.
episode. Yeah. That was a funny moment.
Surprise, it's fat-free hot dogs.
Yeah. It was good. But
You know what segment I was actually talking about that we didn't actually do?
40 minutes ago, what was it?
Where are we at right now?
Hour and a half?
Cool.
Yeah.
Here's the segment. It's called Did You Know This?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a note because I thought this is such a cool fact that I learned.
Your other segment was okay.
Talk about it. It lasted 40 minutes.
It did. That's true.
So I didn't read a book about this, but I learned this thing and it makes a lot of sense. And I guarantee it's a fact. It's a real fact. I'm
Yeah.
going to relax for this fact.
For now.
This segment is called Did You Know This? But we could also call it Sit Back, Relax, and Facts.
I like that a lot.
I like that one too.
That's better than list. Look how mad he just got.
I wish we never even. What does that mean?
No one's going to go digging for that reference. Don't worry.
Okay, so
Did you even know this?
did you even know this?
Did you even know you can adjust your mic?
I was talking about alarm clocks,
Yeah.
and I was like, what did people do before alarm clocks? Like roosters obviously wake you up in the morning, but like, what if you needed
Sure.
to get up a little earlier?
Then the roosters.
Right.
Yeah.
I found out, I don't know if it's Amish or like early settlers. They
Wait.
make.
Can I guess?
Go for
First,
it. Yeah.
I've never thought about this. Is a really intriguing thought that you brought up, and I want to think about it for a sec before you tell me.
Yeah.
I would say that the only thing I can think of is like contraptions, like Rube Goldberg devices that have
So
like
you're onto something.
an amount of something that releases something that takes a rough amount of time, like
Yep.
chitty chitty bang bang style. That's all I got. Something that will eventually tip over and make a noise.
How would what works like that?
I mean, I would use like
Before electricity.
before electricity, I would probably use, you have to have a funnel full of sugar or sand or something like that. And then it would have to maybe fall on, I would have a funnel, and then I would have a seesaw with like a ball. And once the seesaw is high enough, it tips the ball onto the track, and then the ball falls onto a pan.
Bing.
Yeah.
Concept.
Uh-huh.
Great.
Okay.
Take out the ball and the
Yeah, the Rube
Thing?
Goldberg of it all.
the pan though.
Yeah.
They would put a candle with a nail in it. And when the candle would burn down, the nail would fall out and bang.
That is crazy.
Because they knew how long the candle was. So there would be someone who makes the candles. I can't remember what it's
So
called.
you'd
It's like
hang the candle then?
alarm candle or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Alarm Candle Co.
Yeah. But then the nail at whatever hour would fall out and bang. And that was like roughly when they needed to go to work.
That's true. They used to measure time because candles were really standardized at the time. So they would measure time by like how far the candle burned down. A lot.
Yeah. Here's another way that's really cool. Mm-hmm. Native Americans were said to drink a certain amount of water so that they would have to wake up to pee at the right time.
I've accidentally done that.
So like, you
Yeah.
drink water at this time and it's this much, and you'll know that you'll wake up to go pee.
Yeah.
Like they were so in touch with the nature in their bodies. Isn't that awesome?
That's really cool. I like that one a lot. I could see figuring that out too. That one makes sense to me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you'd have days where maybe
Well, you'd have like direct wisdom passed down from your family about that. Like,
right.
you need to drink this whole cup an hour before bed.
Right.
Because we need to wake up in 4 hours to
Right.
go night hunting.
Right.
And you're like, all right, cool, I trust you. And then you wake up and you're like, sweet, hey, I'm awake. Boom. Let's piss and hunt.
Yeah.
And then the sun raises.
The sun comes up. That's really cool. I like that. I've never thought about that before.
Isn't that
Alarms
brilliant?
before electricity. That is really cool. I do feel good that I was able to invent one that would have worked.
I think it would have worked. I'm sure that there were other ones
Yeah.
that...
I definitely still feel good about the like bag of corn, bag of sand route, that kind of a thing. I feel good about that plan, and whether it's a ball or a nail or a bolt or whatever.
like an hourglass.
Yeah, but we were on the same page with the pan, me and these candle makers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Boy, what would I do? What would I have done though? Like I would have invented this thing, and then if I sleep as well back then as I do now, that would have been this single loud noise, and then I just keep sleeping. Like
I doubt it.
I mean, I would. I do that.
Because you're used to loud noises.
Do you don't think they were used to loud noises back then?
No, dude. There was no music and speakers and shit. They probably didn't hear music for weeks.
I feel like I have a different take, and tell me if you think it's crazy or not.
How loud do you think it really gets on a farm?
I'm just playing devil's advocate for a sec. So here's what I'm thinking could have been the case. There's no silence in our lives. Ever.
No,
right? Like
no.
there's almost literally is an annoying thing to say, but there's almost
It
no
depends
silence.
on what you define
Yeah.
as silence.
So, I mean silence. I mean no sound.
I mean, 0 decibels is impossible.
Okay, well, I mean human perception, zero sound. Okay. We have cars driving around, we have people with wind chimes on their houses.
We have our own heartbeat in our ears.
I'm not going to count that one. But like we just
That's human perception.
I don't
know.
hear my own heartbeat ever.
You will if it's quiet enough.
Okay, well, you're ruining my point. So basically, there's a lot more constant noise these days.
Mm-hmm.
So a loud noise is only like constant noise. Loud noise is this much higher. To
Yeah.
them, that constant noise wasn't there. So
Right.
they were more used to
Yeah.
noticing loud noises.
Yeah.
And so they're more used to it. So they're less surprised by loud noises than us. Because loud noises,
They were less surprised or more?
they're less surprised by them because they experienced more harsh noises. Noises that they consider harsh are not harsh to us.
So then they'd be more surprised.
No, because they're used to it.
I feel like you're contradicting
I don't.
yourself.
Again, I want to be clear. I don't feel this way. I'm
don't-
just playing devil's
I
advocate.
know. I don't. I feel like what you're saying is contradicting.
It is a little, but it also makes sense still.
So you're saying that because they had less chill noises, they were used to harsh noises, but the harsh noises were harsher
So
in comparison.
I'm saying in comparison, the harsh noises were harsher,
But even though they were harsher,
and because of that,
because they were harsher,
more noise. They experienced more harsh noises throughout. How many harsh noises have you heard today?
probably 70.
Really?
Bro, I'm a musician.
You're a noise guy, big time. I know you think about noise more than anyone. But like, I have experienced. My alarm felt a bit harsh.
I made half of those noises.
Okay, that doesn't count if you're making.
15 of them in this podcast.
That's true. Touche. But like, so these are things that like I don't consider to be harsh noises because they didn't surprise me. So maybe surprising noises is a better question.
We're not saying. What is it? Objective harsh noises? We're saying subjective harsh noises?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So some more surprising noises
So surprising is surprising to the person.
to you. Yeah.
To the subject?
Exactly. Yes.
Subjectively harsh.
Exactly. Yeah.
Objectively harsh is a standard.
Right.
So
Yeah,
like
we're not interested
a
in that.
gun then is a gun now.
Objectively harsh noise.
But you're saying harsh noise to them could be a cat meowing.
Also, another great way to wake yourself up. You tie a string to a gun that's pointed in the air, that's mounted on your wall.
Yeah.
Again, pail tied to that string, lightweight pail.
Yeah.
Harsh trigger pull. You want it to be easy. Bag of sand. Fills it up over time. Gets to a certain point. Boom!
Or you do this. You put a couple candles underneath a pail.
You aim the gun at yourself.
No.
Dude, no, okay.
You'd be dead.
Just one time. Do it once.
Candles under a pail. Put water in that pail. You know how much water to put because as soon as it boils off, it'll be light enough to where the other side will fall. It's a pulley system.
Pulley systems.
The water's gone and it evaporates.
Yep.
It goes, and then on this side, I'm still figuring out. That's why I'm rambling.
Yep.
It's a knife.
Yep.
And it stabs something you don't care too much about.
Your leg, your thigh.
Yeah, something around you.
Your meaty part.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, hey, wait a minute. All right.
A knife tied to a fairly heavy bucket of water.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. We would have figured this out easy back in the day.
You're like, well, it takes about 6 hours to boil off a gallon of water with 4 candles.
Right.
So I'll do that. I'll set that 6
and then
hours.
a rat chews through that in the night and then fully into your leg.
And that's why they always say you never sharpen your sleep knife.
You don't sharpen your sleep knife.
Your alarm knife.
Yep.
You never sharpen your alarm knife.
Nope. Keep your poop knife sharp, though.
Keep your poop knife. Dude, that story is...
Google poop knife. That's all I'm going to say.
Please just don't use one.
Very funny story.
I mean, some people, I guess, have to.
Yeah. But do you get what I'm saying about the harshness of the noises? The subjective harshness. So I've experienced one, if you count my alarm, all day today.
I would say that your concept that because those noises had higher contrast back then means that they were less affected. There's ties there that don't make sense to me.
It's just you could choose to believe one or the other. So either the noises are more harsh, so they're more harsh, so they're gonna get your attention more. Period. That probably makes more sense.
I mean, I think it's on a day where, or like even in a 2-hour time span where I go in my room and I'm not listening to anything.
Yeah.
Hearing something loud is even not that loud. Hearing something at all in comparison to what I was hearing prior is alarming. If I hear like a beetle hit the fan, I'm like, what the fuck? First of all, fuck beetles.
Yeah, well, that's not waking you up, though.
Sure, but it's alarming. To whereas if a beetle hits the fan after I was just listening to this podcast, I'm like, God damn it.
God damn it.
So I don't think it would be necessarily because of their whole lifestyle that these things are more harsh, and so because they're more harsh, they're more used to them. That seems...
Okay, what about this? There's more cloth things around now. More carpet, more upholstery, more thicker, softer clothes.
We got squishier.
So back then,
We got soft.
harder surfaces, louder noises. They lived in a loud world. I just think they may have lived in a louder world than us. So they were used to it.
You're wrong.
We live in a more constant noise world. They lived in a louder world.
Wrong.
Compared to their quiet was quieter than our quiet.
You could say a different word, but as far as they lived in a louder world, that's just wrong.
You think?
Yeah.
Why?
Bro, they didn't have amplified sound in any fashion.
We don't use our amplified sound to be that loud. You do. You're a terrible example because you're one of the loudest people I've ever met. But like we don't.
Bro, TVs now are louder than kids used to get at any point in their lives, probably for the first, I don't know, 90% of humanity.
A crying baby is louder than a TV. A crying baby is louder than a loud TV.
Not a good TV. Not
a good crying baby.
Not a nice Sony soundbar.
You get a quality Italian baby.
You get a nice Italian baby. You wet that whistle.
It's going to be real loud. It's going to make that Sony sound like you bought it at the supermarket.
What you want to do, you don't want to harm the baby for a good cry. What you want to do is harm the mother. They can sense it. They can sense the impending doom.
There's an intrinsic connection you want to take advantage of here.
So what you do is you slap the mom on the face and then you grab her by the shoulder. Not the throat, the shoulder.
You got to use the shoulder.
There's more power in that.
You grab the throat, the baby will think she's done for. I can't help her.
She's done for. But the shoulder means something's coming.
Something's going on.
And it could mean no more dinner.
And I need that dinner.
So that baby goes, Mamma Mia! And then, and then you're done. Mamma Mia!
Oh, that was perfect.
No, the world has never been louder. I would say there are moments of time where the world was louder.
But, okay, comparatively louder. So
When you say comparatively,
let me explain. So our bass level quiet, like right now, stop talking. That is louder than it used to be back then.
Their bass level quiet.
Their bass level quiet was way quieter.
Sure, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I feel like the contrast comparatively.
But see, that's the thing though. And it might be because I know music.
Cars were way louder back then.
But that's the thing though, is it might be because I understand sound a little differently. It's not on a 1-to-1 scale. It's an like decibels are exponential. It's just kind of like earthquakes.
Right.
So them being a lot louder compared to quiet back then.
I guess we are like this world is packed with cars and machinery and lawnmowers and fucking.
Yeah, I would love to see the average decibel in America. Like, what is just average sound rate anywhere in America? That'd be crazy.
That would be.
I bet it would suck.
Yeah.
It'd be like probably like a soft murmur with like a vacuum 20 feet away.
Yeah. I think you're probably right. You're probably right. But then what were their loud noises back then? Like they didn't let's go pre-lawnmower.
Guns.
Okay, that's very loud.
That's probably the loudest thing they did.
Yeah.
Guns, building, hammering.
Alarm sounded pretty loud. I had a nail hitting a pan. That's pretty loud.
Yeah, it's just like pang.
What kind of nail? Could be a big nail. Big old nail
That's
way
true.
on the ceiling.
Pre-regulation.
Yeah. There was no builder's codes for that back then.
Codes.
Now we regulate the shit out of our candle nails. But not back then.
Candle nails. What do you think the loudest noises were in the 1800s?
That's the question. I mean, industrial age was alive and well.
A good fight.
A good fight. The grunting. I think grunting in general. Kids screaming and playing outside.
Yep.
Loud. They probably heard that. And that was as if we paid for it. That was amazing.
Well, it's time for the honk contest. We are going to pull up a random user and here we go. Ken Keffler.
Kef Keffler.
You won our honk contest for the day.
Congratulations, Kef.
Celebrate by honking that horn.
That was crazy.
That was a big honk.
It was so loud.
Like a semi-honk.
That's two. My alarm and that.
What?
That was crazy. But yeah, I guess people yelling.
Hey, chill out, dude. Hey.
How many times can you bump the same exact thing?
I don't know. It's like a weird path. I'm not used to it yet.
Clearly. It's a very tall. I think the tall glass is messing with you more than
100%.
It's a very tall glass.
I think my brain's like, you've held glasses before, and it's like, well, if this is base level glass,
yeah,
and this is the tallest glass you've ever held. Right. What's the average? Probably here.
Yeah.
And so it's louder,
much taller
than what I used to hold.
Right. Thank you.
The loudest glass I've held.
Yeah. I'm thinking like people in a city. Obviously, farmland doesn't count. Really help this conversation if you're like living in the sticks.
Town criers.
Town criers were loud. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of noise. You're right. It's fun playing devil's advocate though.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's fun just kind of being like, what if I'm totally wrong? Let's go down that road. Yeah. But
steam engines. Those are loud as fuck.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pressure being released.
That's true.
We did that so good at the same time.
We really did.
Yeah.
Lunchtime.
Yep.
Now I know. God, that would be simultaneously annoying and wonderful.
Fucking horn. I love that.
It would be simultaneously annoying and wonderful to have your life dictated by just noises like that. Like, oh, I gotta go eat now. Like,
you're working, and then
because of that, like, not because of how I feel.
I mean, that's literally what 12 years of our life were.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally what people are still doing to this day. Like, you have a lunch break out of time. I don't care what your body says.
Yeah, we had 50-minute periods where we had bells.
Yep, that's true.
Yep.
They never saved me. They save you ever? Show's full of shit.
I saved the bell.
Although Kelly Kapowski's my girl.
They were like,
I have a T-shirt about it.
hey guys, we're thinking about getting rid of the bell. What do you think? And I go, this is my sunglasses. And I threw them on the ground. And
Okay.
I thought, that bell's a part of my family. You gonna put it away, you're gonna put me away, and I don't go without a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you saved the bell.
Principal Kilmer, Principal O'Shaughnessy, and Mr. Seaman all stacked up.
Yep. Mr. Seaman's a real person. He was our principal. He's a very cool guy.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
3 of those principals I've ever had, all 12 years of those principals
Yep.
against me and that bell.
I'm taking you in the bell.
I went toe to toe to toe to toe, ding, 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 round after round. And you know what still rings when recess comes around?
Oh, what?
That fucking bell!
I bet you bells have gotten weird. When's the last time you were in a school for a bell? I bet you there's schools, like new schools, that have like weird electronic digital bell noises that we would find very strange.
Yeah, I remember going to the elementary school a couple years after I had graduated to see one of my old teachers.
Yeah.
And they had a bell, and it was like a very weird pixelated sounding, like it was just like what the fuck is that?
Like a bell in a Super Nintendo.
Whereas I grew up and there was an actual bell.
Right, a physical bell in every classroom.
Bong. No.
That once the sand would fill up at the right time of day,
Yep.
it would go ding.
Yeah, we also had sleep knives during nap time.
Yep. And candle nails for the end of the day.
Candle nails for the end of the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The recess was
The candle nails weren't above pans, I remember. They were one above each desk, not above the student, just the desk. So big heavy nail lands in the wood of your desk. Time to go.
yeah. You sharpen your you sharpen your candle nails.
Right, but you don't sharpen.
Don't sharpen your sleep knives.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad time.
We've learned a lot. Learned a lot here today.
Dude, yeah. What do you know? What did I say? What did I call it?
Also, just to be clear, I agree with everything he said about sound and nothing I said about sound.
That is a good thing. You need to make that distinction.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I don't want people to be like, you're an idiot.
Oh, so you think it was louder back then?
Yeah.
This guy.
This freaking guy. Close your mind.
Yeah.
Um,
What did I call it? Did you know that? Is that what I called it?
you called it. I think you did call it. Did you know that?
Did you know that?
I don't think you called it that.
Oh, I called it sit back, relax, facts.
Sit back, relax, facts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that one better.
That's way better.
Yeah.
I think we should do that every time.
Yeah, we should turn the lights off and I should put on like a robe
That'd be good.
while I tell it.
I like that.
Just boom,
Yep.
boom, robe.
I'm not joking. Bring a robe next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll change gears
Yep.
and then we'll get out of it.
Sit back, relax, facts.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
I'll bring new facts every episode.
Yep.
We're committing to this idea
Yep.
because I like knowledge.
Yeah, me too. It's fun, and there's so many cool things. By the way, I'm not going to save this for a sit back, relax, facts episode. It's not worth it. But I want to encourage our listeners to Google a ocean feather star, and just let me know how you feel about what you see.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google it.
Let us know. Write in. Maybe I'll throw a video up on our Instagram. So follow us on Instagram and stuff, and I'll throw that up there.
Ocean feather star.
Yeah, or it might be star feather. It's not. You'll probably find it either way. Google's pretty smart like that. But I hadn't seen one until yesterday, and I feel different than I did before.
See, knowledge changes you.
It changes. I'm changed. I am changed.
I am changed.
There's a dinosaur
I am
above me.
changed.
You guys can't see it, but there's
I
literally
am
a dinosaur right
changed.
there.
I am changed.
He got changed more than I did.
I thought we were starting a chant.
No, I stopped. I am changed.
We never chant.
I am changed.
I am
changed. I am changed. I am changed. I am changed. I am changed. I am. I really wanted to hit stop recording while we were doing that.
Oh, okay.
But I could edit it that way if we want.
This is the end.
I think we're at the end. I think we've reached it, and we're going to stop, and then we're going to collaborate. caught it on camera, baby.
It's probably not as cool as it seemed.
Trick shot.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I
Yep.
love you. We're going to do this whether you like it or not.
Yeah, so look at it and like it and listen to it and tell everyone about it. I think we're going to try to spread the word more this time. And we'll see if we can get up to that 7 viewer goal.
Marketing.
Yeah, marketing, which is literally what I do for a living for years now. Should be able to handle that. So you're doing good.
Oh, wow.
Do you want to tell people where they can follow us and stuff?
Yep. Silverboys Brunch Squad on IG. My name's J. David Curry, and that's Jungle Bry.
I'm Jungle Bry.
And if you want to email us, it is silverboysbrunchsquad@gmail.com.
That's not it. You could try, but it's sbbspod@gmail.com. The other one wasn't available.
For real?
I don't know. I think actually, I don't know why else I would have done that. Unless I was concerned about it being very long.
Yeah.
But in that case, it would have been long but easy to remember. So I probably should have done that.
Yeah.
I think it's more likely I made this bad decision.
Yeah. Also, don't email us.
Yeah. No, please do. I know he doesn't want, but I want
don't.
you guys to email. I want to read your emails.
I'd rather you guys write us real letters.
You can DM. I'd prefer that too.
You got a P.O. box?
Not yet. It's coming though.
We won't tell you where we live.
Nope.
But you all actually probably know.
Yeah, if you do know, feel free to literally send us a letter.
I want a letter.
We could have mail time like Blue's Clues, dude.
Send us letters.
Yeah, send us physical letters. And if you don't know where we live, find someone that does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Google it.
Just Google it.
I guarantee my address.
Silver Boys Brunch Squad home address.
Home address.
They'll show you.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, so follow us on stuff. We're excited to be back. We're excited to do this more. And let us know what you say. This segment was cool. This segment was dumb. You should do this segment. Give us ideas. We want to hone this thing into something we all love.
Facts.
Yeah. That was a good start. Not just you saying facts, but the segment.
Yeah. It was good.
And then last thing I'll say is aliens next episode. Guaranteed. We're going to talk about aliens.
Sayonara.